Yo! Happy New Year! Happy January, or whatever else you celebrate. so, this is 2013, right? I'm guessing? Yeah, it is 2013. So, yeah, happy 2013! First few days into 2013, I need to stop saying that. So, anyway, I need to start off the new year on a good note, so... Look, I've got this inspiration from a few YouTubers, from Random Rebicon and Domingo and everyone else that I've known. And I thought, why the heck not? I'm going to do a little about me story. Now, I know I've done one in the past, but it was very vague. I think it was very vague to me. And it wasn't very up to par with all of what I am, all of what makes me me. So now I'm going to tell you like all about me, minus all that like mushy gushy crap. Okay. So y'all ready to start? Okay, I'm ready. So leg out. My full name is Jordan William Edwards. I was born on the 22nd of January, 1996, in the Bethesda North Hospital in Montgomery, Ohio. And yeah, it's like a small town that was like close to Cincinnati. But after I was born there, I moved back to Cincinnati with my parents. And it was kind of a little... Yeah. Anyway, about my childhood, growing up, I was like kind of developing my I started getting into my own skills. Like 3 months, like from a few months ago, and to all the things that I did. So I started drawing like at a very early age. I started walking at 7 months. I know, right? Before I turned 3, my parents kind of noticed that something was very odd with me, and by the time I turned 3, I was sent to a psychologist, and he diagnosed me with Asperger's syndrome. Yes, I do indeed have Asperger's syndrome. If you don't know what that is, it is like a derivative of high-functioning autism. Well, aside from certain traits of autism, like not being able to communicate often, and like looking at other things, people with AS are like rather intelligent. Like they have their brains are like rewired than most people, and but the weird thing about it is they tend to be attached to a particular subject than anything else. Like, I'm kind of more into the techie stuff and whatnot, and I keep blabbering about all the things that are techie, and like, I know about all this tech and whatnot. But I am also a great artist. I can do a lot of things on the computer that no one else could. Speaking of which, I started drawing at an early age. They weren't just like scribbles and whatnot. They were like circles and actual shapes, and they were like organic shapes. They're not geometric shapes. And I played my very first video game at 3 years old. Yeah, the first video game I ever played was Super Mario Brothers for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Yeah. I know, it was like first video game I ever played. It was an 8-bit game. It was like a side-scrolling game, like a platformer. It was like 8-bit side-scrolling platform heaven for me. Ever since then, I became an avid video gamer. Like, I now have the PlayStation 3 and the Wii and whatnot. But I will always and forever will be a retro gamer. Enough said. Hands down. Real talk. So, aside from all the good things, like, my childhood was, like, really kind of good, I had, like, a few problems. Mainly due to my condition, in which I can, communicate with, like, everyone at school. It was kind of, frustrating for both me and the student and other students and teachers and parents. And one embarrassing moment was at kindergarten when I pulled down my shorts. That's all I gotta say. My God, did other students laugh, and it got all the adults really, really PO'd. They were furious. That was the worst mistake of my life, bar none. And over time, I've been learning to, like, communicate more. I've also made some great discoveries. Like, I kind of discovered how things work on the internet. I kind of discovered great artistical talent in the animated film. Now, let me tell you about animated films. Oh my goodness, they're like, well, the first animated film I ever watched was a Disney movie. I probably might not tell you which one, because The Lion King was like one of my favorites out of all the Disney films. It had like a very powerful story, great soundtrack, and great songs too. Don't forget the songs, and all those memorable characters. And even I remember their names. Like, I remember everything about the Lion King. Everything this light touches is my kingdom. I also started getting into other things like okay, what are some other things? Well, SpongeBob for one, and it's like other things like Pixar films, like Finding Nemo and Toy Story and whatnot. And I also got into of course, superheroes. I've been into superheroes for a long time now, and I've also been into I've gotten into the Asian culture. Yeah, I've gotten into like everything about the Orients, like whether it's Japanese folklore, like Japanese technology, like Sony and Toshiba, and all these anime and manga from Japan, yeah. And there was this one particular show in which one woman managed to create a show that was a fusion of Western and Eastern cultures, and that show was Shaolin Showdown. My God, was I into that show! It had so much action. It had funny moments. It had like mystical powers, all those special effects, and my God, was it a great show! And I'm so glad that Christy Hui is making a sequel to Shaolin Showdown, and I was so hyped for it. I've been so hyped for it, and I cannot wait for it. 3 months until it premieres. It'll premiere in April. Oh my God! Now on to okay. Now I've gotten towards like 6th grade and 7th grade, like 2008 kind of thing. Yeah, I was in the 7th grade. It was like, yeah, I'll never forget the middle school. And it was like, I'm not gonna talk about that. But the thing that had a really major lasting impact on my life was on the 2nd of October. I found out that one of the greatest influences on my life, my great-grandmother, Daisy Mae Blackwell, had passed away that day. I was very depressed for quite a while because she was one of her greatest influences from the day I was born. She was one of the most influential people like ever. It was really sad to see her go, like, and for that moment to happen. The death of Grandma Daisy had changed my life forever. It actually kind of made me it is in a sense had awakened me, both spiritually, mentally, physically, and socially. It just, I kind of fully realized what my intention is. In 2009, that was when I started becoming a bit more social. I was 13 at that time, so 2009, yeah. So I started becoming more social. I started becoming active in social media websites like Facebook and Twitter. And in late 2009, I started KingsJWarp Productions to spread positivity and change lives throughout the whole community. And in November 8th of that year, I created this YouTube channel. This is the video on this channel. You're watching this video on this channel, of course. KingsJWarp Productions. That's me. Now, how I came up with that name, well, think of it this way. The Kings part is my mother's business, Kings Entertainment Media. JW are the initials for my first and middle name, Jordan William, and Warp is like you kind of think of another side. It's like you're in a warped reality kind of thing. I don't know. It's a science fiction thing. I've seen too many science fiction movies. In 2010, I created my first DeviantArt account, and over time I started posting a lot of art there, and well, a lot of people liked it. And you know that Rihanna song, "We Found Love"? Well, I found love in a hopeless place. But yeah. So to put it short, that love didn't kind of last long. So 2 months after that, it went kaput. And after that, I was so hopelessly romanticized that people started hating me for being a hopeless romantic, for being such a noob. Like, what did I do? It was just a simple mistake that I made. And then it kind of got into a little flame war thing going on, like back and forth and back and forth. It even caught the attention of my parents, and they forced me to quit my social life, and that was it. I quit like just about everything. I was isolated. I was secluded. I was secluded in my own room. Yeah. It wasn't until 2011 that I started to like rebound. I created a new DA account, which is my current one to this day, and I started like getting on some more things. I started like rebounding. I kind of yeah, and now I went from like a social outcast to an internet sensation. And that was it. As of 2012, I started making a lot more videos. Like my Honey Boo Boo video had reached like nearly 2,000 views now, and that's when I kind of shot up after that. Like, wow. And I started to 2012 was like a year of great things. I started doing a lot more volunteer community service work. I'm in the Key Club and National Honor Societies, and I'm in the student council of my high school, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Unfortunately, 2012 was, in fact, a year of losses, and my losses of quite a few more loved ones was no exception. In April, I lost my grandmother, Brenda Lambert, to I think it was cancer. Yeah, I think it was. It was another lasting impact that her death had on my family, myself included. Also, in the school, we've had the loss of a certain staff member in my school, a chemistry teacher, Ann McGahan. Well, yeah, she died of a form of breast cancer, and we've been actually showing her immense support by wearing pink shirts and putting pink ribbons all over our wrists and whatnot, and yeah, but now I feel more re-energized now because I've been doing a lot more things now. I've got more tools. I've been doing a lot more art stuff. I've been doing a lot more things now. Yay! And what are my goals for the future? Well, my goal is to remain in Cincinnati after I graduate from high school. After I graduate, I'm gonna stay in Cincinnati for a while. But if someone asks me to move out, someone famous like John Lasseter or someone from Pixar or Disney, then I'm gonna move out, because my ultimate goal is to make my mark in the animation industry, because I'm going to make a lot of more. I'm gonna revive the traditional hand-drawn industry, and I'm gonna do a film adaptation of my graphic novel Brotherhood Legacy, and I'm gonna do a feature film animated adaptation of Wicked, because I promised my sister D-Jet, if you're watching this, I promise you that I'm going to start on my feature film adaptation of Wicked. I don't know when, but I'm gonna start. Okay, so that's all. I think that's all I gotta say. So I hope you enjoyed this video about me, and if you want more questions, then feel free to contact me. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, Google+, and I'm on like everything. I also have a blog, KingsJWarp.blogspot.com. I also have a Tumblr. All those links are in the description. So, keep reaching, my friends, and happy 2013.